Papa Chidi, Papi Ifeanyi, Baba Tunde. They jumped. Nneka marched in like a woman possessed. I heard all of you. I heard the nonsense advice you gave my husband. You want him to slap me. Me? I want to see you people try it first. Papa Chidi stood up. Nneka, it was just what? Nneka clapped her hands. Instead of you old men to advise him to love me more, you are there advising domestic violence. Is that how your own wives are behaving? That's what I told them. Nneka turned to him. When they were talking that nonsense, why didn't you pour this palm wine on their heads? You see me quarrel before? Well, today you will see it live. It was a peaceful Sunday evening. Peaceful until Gozie and Nneka decided it was too peaceful. The children were in their room, minding their business, when they heard it. Gozie, give me the remote. Nneka, I was here first. They sighed. Another fight had begun. Gozie was lying comfortably on the couch, one leg crossed over the other, watching an action movie. Nneka, fresh from the kitchen, plopped down beside him and stretched out her hand. Give me the remote, she repeated. My dear, I was watching this film before you came. Nneka hissed. Watching what? This nonsense film where people are just running up and down and shooting? Shift abeg, let me watch my Nollywood. Gozie gasped. Nonsense film? You are calling John Wick nonsense film? Nneka, respect yourself, oh. She rolled her eyes. What's in this film, sef? One man shooting 100 people just because of dog. Is that even normal? Gozie clutched his chest. Nneka, I have warned you. Don't insult my film. Shift, Biko. She tried to snatch the remote. Gozie held it tight. Nneka, don't disgrace yourself. Be a good wife and let your husband enjoy his film. Nneka hissed louder. Good wife? Me? Look at you. Is this how your mother raised you? That I will suffer in the kitchen, cook food for this house, and still not have the right to watch my movie when I'm done? Gozie shook his head. You have started your drama again this evening. Who sent you to suffer in the kitchen? Nneka gasped. What did you just say? The children peeped from the hallway. Junior whispered, Daddy has entered trouble. Oh. Obinna nodded. This one will last till midnight. Nneka grabbed a pillow and whacked Gozie on the arm. You are a wicked man. You know I have been standing in the kitchen cooking for hours, and instead of you to pamper me, you are here watching your yeye film. Gozie dodged another pillow. Woman, leave me alone. Who begged you to cook? Did I not give you enough money for food? Why didn't you buy food from fast food for tonight so that you can rest? Nneka's eyes widened. Chineke, I'm here trying to save us some money by deciding to make food at home. And here you are, not appreciating my efforts. But wait, this way you are asking for food from fast food. Does it mean that you don't want to eat my food again? Gozie froze. I didn't say that, No, you just said it. She picked up the remote and smacked his leg with it. Take your yeye remote. I will never cook for you again. In fact, I will only cook for myself and the children. Gozie sat up. Nne baby, let's not be too hasty. It never reached like that now. She hissed, stood up and grabbed the plate of jollof rice she had served him. Since you prefer John Wick to your wife's happiness, let John Wick cook for you. With that, she marched into the bedroom, locking the door behind her. Gozie sighed and picked up his phone. Hello, Mama Nkechi, do you still have small jollof rice left? Nneka heard him from the room and shouted, "If you dare order jollof from that woman, you will sleep outside." Gozie quickly dropped the phone. But just as he was contemplating what he would eat, Nneka came out from the room and passed the jollof rice in front of him. "Take it. Just thank your stars that I have the fear of God. If not..." The children shook their heads and returned to their room, laughing. Then came Wednesday. It was a calm Wednesday morning. Nneka was in the bathroom, humming a gospel song, when suddenly she heard, "Nneka! Here we go again." She sighed. She stepped out of the bathroom, water dripping down her arms, and found Gozie standing in the middle of the bedroom, holding up one lone bathroom slipper like a crime scene detective. "Where is the second leg of my slippers?" he demanded. Nneka folded her arms. "Which one is slippers again? Are your slippers my responsibility now? How should I know where they are?" Gozie gasped dramatically. "Nneka, Opibidogo," meaning, "You have started again. You are the one who always moves things in this house. And so, are you blind? Use your eyes and find it now." Gozie began searching under the bed, muttering, "I know it is you. You have used my slippers for something. Maybe you used it to kill cockroach last night." Nneka smirked. "Oh, now you know the importance of my midnight cockroach hunting. But yesterday, when I screamed that I saw one, you told me to face my fear like a strong woman." Gozie groaned. "God, please give me patience to endure this woman." He checked under the couch, nothing. Under the wardrobe, nothing. Then he turned to the children's room. "Ada, Obinna, Junior, come out here." The children marched out, looking confused. "Who took my slippers?" Gozie asked, hands on his waist. They all shook their heads. "Are you sure?" "Yes, Daddy," Junior piped up. "Maybe you walked to the parlor and forgot it there." Gozie hissed. "You think I'm mad, eh? Will I wear one slipper and go to the parlor?" Then Nneka clapped her hands. "Aha, Gozie. Wait, maybe it is John Wick that took it." Gozie narrowed his eyes. "Nneka, be serious for once now. Or maybe your slippers joined the cast and ran away to fight bad guys." Obinna snickered and Gozie sighed. "Chineke, what kind of wife is this?" Just then, Junior pointed under the TV stand. "Daddy, is that not your slippers?" Gozie bent down, pulled out the missing slipper, and stood up, speechless. Nneka raised a brow. "So, what do you have to say for yourself?" Gozie cleared his throat. It must have worked there by itself." Nneka burst into laughter, and the children joined. Gozie frowned. "All of you are against me in this house." Nneka wiped her tears. "No, dear husband. We just want you to accept that you are getting old." Gozie shook his head, slid his feet into his slippers, and walked away in defeat. From behind, Nneka called, "Don't forget to check if your boxers have also disappeared. Maybe they joined the Avengers." Gozie hissed, and the whole house erupted into laughter. Then came one quiet evening. Gozie had stepped outside to buy suya from the Malam down the street. The night air was cool, and everything seemed peaceful, until he heard a voice call out from the next compound. "Gozie, my son, Biko, come." Gozie turned and saw their neighbor, Papa Chidi, sitting on a wooden bench with two other elderly men. chewing kola nuts and sipping palm wine. He sighed internally. This was how trouble usually started. "Good evening, sirs," Gozie greeted, trying to keep his visit short. "Come and sit," Papa Chidi insisted, patting the empty space beside him. Gozie hesitated. He knew this wasn't a normal invitation. It was a trap. But before he could escape, the second man, Papa Fai, added, "A real man does not fear advice." Gozie exhaled and sat down, already regretting it. Papa Chidi cleared his throat. "Gozie, we have been watching you." "Eh?" Gozie blinked. "Watching me? How?" Papa Chidi shook his head. "This your wife, Nneka. She has no respect. She talks to you anyhow, always shouting, always fighting." Papa Fai nodded. "In our time, a woman who behaved like that would have received small correction." Gozie narrowed his eyes. "What kind of correction?" Papa Chidi sipped his palm wine and leaned forward. "Just one slap," he demonstrated with his palm in the air. "One very hot slap, pam, and she will calm down immediately." Gozie almost choked. "Slap? Nneka, my own Nneka." The third man, Babatunde, chimed in. "Yes, women need discipline. If you let them run their mouth, they will climb on your head. Next thing, she will start making decisions in the house." Gozie stood up sharply. "Papa Chidi, Papa Fai, Babatunde, I greet all of you, but with due respect, what kind of evil advice is this?" Papa Fai looked surprised. "You mean you have never slapped your—" "God forbid," Gozie interrupted. "You people want me to slap my wife, the same woman that cooks my food, that washes my clothes, that gave birth to my children. You want me to die young?" Papa Chidi scoffed. "Gozie, it is not about that. It is about respect." "Respect, wa?" Gozie placed his hands on his waist. "So, if I slap Nneka now, she will suddenly kneel down and call me my lord. Is that how your own wives are behaving?" Papa Fai shifted. Not exactly." "Exactly." Gozie pointed a finger at them. "Instead of you people to be advising me to buy my wife beautiful things so that she will love me more, you are here talking about slap. Have you ever seen my wife cry before? Have you? Do you think that if I slap Nneka, she will just sit down quietly?" They were silent. Gozie nodded. "Let me tell you what will happen. If I slap my wife, by tomorrow morning, my slippers will disappear, my boxers will vanish, my food will stop having salt, and I will never know peace in my house again. And do you know the worst part?" "What?" Babatunde asked. Gozie's voice dropped. "Nneka will not fight me immediately. No, she will be nice, she will smile, she will cook the best food for me. And then, one day, when I least expect it, she will pour hot pepper inside my eyes." The man shivered. Gozie dusted his hands. "That is why I will never try it. Never. In fact, this conversation is over." He stood up and left to buy his suya, leaving the men in stunned silence. Back at home, Nneka was sitting on the couch, scrolling through her phone, when Gozie entered. "How far?" she asked. "Did you buy the suya?" Gozie dropped the suya on the table and sighed. "Nneka, you won't believe what I just heard." Nneka didn't even look up. "What? What did you hear?" "Papa Chidi and his friends said I should slap you so that you will respect me more." Nneka froze. Her eyes slowly left her phone and locked onto Gozie. They said what? Gozie nodded seriously. They said you don't respect me and that if I give you one hot slap, you will start behaving like an African woman. Then there was silence. Nneka inhaled deeply. Then she exhaled. Then she inhaled again. Gozie was getting worried. Nneka, are you alright? She jumped up suddenly. So, they think I am an African woman that can be slapped, eh? That I am one mumu wife that will collect slap and say, yes, my lord. Chai, I have suffered. Gozie raised his hands. Nneka, let us not what? Those old men want to use my name to do their nonsense meetings. No problem. She tied her wrapper tighter. We are going back there now. Gozie panicked. Nneka, wait. Let's not take this too far. Who is we? Did they not advise you to slap me? Or did they think I would not hear it? She stormed out of the house. Gozie groaned, grabbed his slippers and ran after her. Back at the neighbor's frontage, Papa Chidi and his friends were still drinking palm wine when a voice rang out. Papa Chidi, Papi Ifeanyi, Baba Tunde. They jumped. Nneka marched in like a woman possessed. I heard all of you. I heard the nonsense advice you gave my husband. You want him to slap me? Me? I want to see you people try it first. Papa Chidi stood up. Nneka, it was just what? Nneka clapped her hands. Instead of you old men to advise him to love me more, you are there advising domestic violence. Is that how your own wives are behaving? Gozie, who had caught up, added, That's what I told them. Nneka turned to him. When they were talking that nonsense, why didn't you pour this palm wine on their heads? Papi Ifeanyi coughed. Nneka, it is just African tradition. Tradition kill you there. African tradition that tells men to beat women, but the same men will faint if their wife even pinches them. Papa Chidi, if your wife slaps you now, will you not cry? Papa Chidi scratched his head. Baba Tunde tried to change the topic. Nneka, let us not quarrel. You want to tell me not to quarrel? Baba Tunde, have you seen me quarrel before? Well, today you will see it live. She adjusted her wrapper. If you people don't apologize now, I will go and call my fellow women. We will hold meeting in this compound. The men looked at each other. Gozie folded his arms. Better apologize now before she organizes a protest. The men sighed. Papa Chidi cleared his throat. Nneka, we are sorry. Papi Ifeanyi added, Yes, very sorry. Baba Tunde nodded. It was a joke. Nneka eyed them. Better. Next time, mind your business. She turned and was about to stomp off, but waited for Gozie. Gozie winked at the men. See? Next time, you people will mind your business. With that, he went to his wife and they both held hands and walked back to their house, leaving the neighbors in regret. From that day on, the three old men never advised Gozie to slap his wife again or even interfered in their matter. After months of arguing over where to go for vacation, Gozie and Nneka finally settled on Enugu. Nneka wanted relaxation and shopping. Gozie wanted adventure and food. They both agreed to compromise. They dropped off their kids with Nneka's mother and left for the 3 days vacation. But as usual, peace in their marriage was like NEPA lights, always temporary. As soon as they arrived at their hotel, Nneka began unpacking, while Gozie collapsed onto the bed, sighing in satisfaction. See enjoyment. This mattress is soft like bread. Nneka, still rummaging through her suitcase, suddenly froze. Then slowly, she turned to Gozie. Gozie, where is my red gown? Gozie yawned. Which red gown? The red gown I told you to pack. Gozie frowned. Me? Pack? Since when do I pack for you? Nneka gasped. So you are telling me you left my red gown behind? Gozie sat up. Wait, did I answer you when you told me to pack it? Nneka threw her hands up. So you heard me and ignored me? I didn't ignore you. I'm just asking if I answered you. If I did, then you can say I'm guilty. But if I didn't, then I'm free of the charge. Nneka clutched her chest. Chineke, see the husband you gave me. I should have known not to trust you with anything. So what will I wear now? Gozie rolled his eyes. Nneka, you packed like 7 clothes for a 3-day trip. Pick another one now. Nneka hissed. I don't want another one. I want the red one. It is the only curvy dress that I have that makes all eyes to turn in my direction. Don't worry, darling. I will turn my eyes in your direction when you wear other clothes, I promise, Gozie said with a grin. I'm not talking about you, Joe. I want other people to see how beautiful God's creation can be. So, you are looking for who will toast you, eh? Nneka, don't you know that you are a married woman? Don't distract me, Oga. My red gown is not here, and it is your fault. Gozie groaned. Nneka, let's be serious. If I had forgotten to pack my boxers, would I be shouting like this? Nneka gave him a wicked smile. Oh, so you are now comparing my red gown to your boxers, Abi? That's not what I said. Before he could blink, Nneka grabbed his suitcase and flung it open. What are you doing? Gozie shouted. I want to see what you packed for yourself. She pulled out a pile of shirts and held one up. Gozie, what is this? My favorite shirt now? This your favorite shirt that looks like it survived the Biafran war? These 3 days that we are supposed to spend time going out together, you chose to come out with rag? Gozie snatched it from her. Give me my shirt. It's comfortable. Nneka continued digging. And see this your brown shoe. Gozie, how many times have I told you to throw it away? Woman, leave my shoe alone. This shoe has been with me since university. Oh yes, it shows. This shoe looks like it trekked from Enugu to Lagos. Gozie gasped. You have insulted me enough today. He grabbed a pillow and hugged it. I will sleep like this. Good night. Nneka hissed. Good night, my foot. We just got here and you want to sleep? Oga, wake up and fix this problem. What problem? That your dress is missing. My dear, go and buy another one. Problem solved. Nneka folded her arms. Fine. I will buy another one, but with whose money? Gozie side-eyed her. You have money now? No, I don't have money. The same way you forgot my dress, I also forgot my money and ATM card at home. Gozie sat up. Nneka, don't do this. Oh, I have done it, oh. Gozie groaned. So you want me to spend money because you forgot to pack wisely? Exactly. Gozie sighed in defeat. Fine. Tomorrow, we will go shopping. Are you happy now? Nneka grinned. Very happy. She climbed into bed and snuggled under the covers. Gozie lay back down and closed his eyes. Then Nneka spoke again. But you also forgot my red bag that will match the red dress. That means you are also going to buy me a red handbag too? Nneka, let me sleep, Gozie said helplessly. She burst into laughter, and after a moment, Gozie joined her. And just like that, their vacation began the only way it could, with a fight. After their shopping trip, Gozie and Nneka decided to stop at a popular abacha joint in Enugu. The place was buzzing with activity. Women preparing the abacha in one corner, some of them cutting garden egg leaves and onions, and a group of elders arguing loudly about politics. Nneka adjusted her sunglasses and flipped her new weave. This is the life. Nothing like eating abacha fresh from the source. Gozie nodded. Better than all those fake abacha you buy in Lagos that tastes like plastic. They found a table and ordered 2 plates of abacha, garnished with plenty of oba, onions, fish, and enough pepper to make a grown man cry. Everything was peaceful until Gozie finished his fish and reached for Nneka's fish. Her eyes widened. Gozie, remove your hand. He froze mid-air. Let's be civilized, my love. Civilized? You and I got the same food with the same number of pieces of fish, and yet you want to steal my fish? Gozie cleared his throat. It's not stealing. It's called marriage privilege. Nneka hissed. Marriage privilege community development ni. If you touch that fish, I will bite your hand. Gozie chuckled. Nneka, be calming down. It's just fish. Just fish? Just fish? Gozie, if it's just fish, why don't you leave it alone now? Some customers turned to watch. A woman selling palm wine shook her head. These Lagos people, they came all the way here to disgrace themselves. Meanwhile, Gozie and Nneka were in full battle mode, but they chose to ignore the woman and concentrate on their own fight. Nneka, remember how you ate the biggest pieces of meat at my cousin's baby dedication when we were both eating together? Today is my day to pay back. In fact, you know what? If I can't have this fish, then nobody can, Gozie said. Before Nneka could react, he picked up the fish and chomped off a huge chunk. Nneka's scream was loud enough to make a masquerade remove its mask. Gozie, you are a wicked man, a saboteur, a destroyer of destinies. The owner of the joint, an old woman known as Mame Jike, rushed over. My children, what is the matter? Nneka pointed at Gozie. This criminal has eaten my fish. Mame Jike sighed. Is it not just fish? Nneka gasped. You too? Mama, women supporting women has failed me. A man from another table laughed. Calm down now. A submissive wife should not be fighting her husband over fish. Gozie wiped his mouth. Yes, so listen to wisdom. Another man added, in fact, she should be happy that her husband wants to share her food. Nneka turned to them with slow, calculated rage. Excuse me? The first man nodded, feeling important. Yes, in the good old days, a woman did not complain when her husband took her food. She even thanked him. Nneka folded her arms. So what you are saying is, if my husband eats my food, I should kneel down and say, thank you, my lord, for oppressing me, Abi? The man nodded. Nneka turned to Gozie. Darling, did you hear that? Gozie smirked. I heard it loud and clear, my love. Then, in one smooth motion, Gozie reached into the plate of the man that first spoke and picked up the last piece of fish on his plate and popped it into his mouth. The man jumped up. Oga, why did you do that? Gozie licked his fingers. In the good old days, a man did not complain when another man took his food. Nneka clapped her hands. Yes, so he should even be happy that my husband wants to share his food. The man fumed. This one is different now. No, it's the same, Gozie said, stretching lazily. You see, equality is a beautiful thing. Nneka grinned. It shocked you? The other customers burst into laughter. Even Mame Jike shook her head, laughing. The man sat down in defeat, mumbling. If I ever put my mouth in husband and wife matter again, make I bend. Gozie and Nneka gave each other a high five and continued eating as if they were not quarreling before. What people didn't know was that in this marriage, Gozie and Nneka may fight each other, but when it comes to outsiders, they were always on the same team. This is where we end today's episode of the Gozie and Nneka's fight. Watch out to see what happens in the next part, which promises to be more interesting. Please support your girl by liking this video, sharing it, and subscribing to my channel if you haven't already. It will mean a lot to me, and I would love to hear your thoughts on this one. Until I come your way again soon, stay happy.